Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of NATECASTS. This replay we just got submitted. Someone was saying, I'm looking forward to you making fun of my low league play. Supposedly, diamond matchup. Let's see what happens in this game. Spawning in the bottom right, we have the red Terran player. He is Vueman. And his opponent in the northwest position, the blue Protoss player, he is Rogue Nithawk. I'll just call him Rogue. It's probably better. Bob's420 in the chat says, I bet red wins. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Nothing is set in stone. If all the buildup of 7 seasons of Game of Thrones taught us anything. We've got some more cold casts coming your way. Glad to be able to get into it. Been putting up all the VODs on the YouTubes for the ESL Pro Tour casts that I've been doing. But glad to be getting more of these done. Haven't been going up as regularly, but the goal is to keep the quality up. Because, you know, I don't want to spam you guys too much. Rather give you guys a few less games, get some better games going. Oh my god, that pro press. No! Oh! Nice. Nice. SCV boxing champ. Look at this guy. He's got 5 health. Great job, buddy. You crushed it. Oh, no. You made the Protoss sad. You know what I find sad? Having my worker attacked at the start of the game. All right. Anyway. Yeah. It's, was this like a command center first almost? Yeah, kind of. It's kind of how it feels. Pretty greedy-ish build. Although, weirdly enough, Command Center First gets you your extra barracks so much faster than most other builds that you usually have more Marines by the time a Protoss would attack you if you go Command Center First than if you do a Reaper expand. Fun fact. Look how fast he's going to have 3 racks. Normally, you wouldn't have many Marines to deal with something like a fast Oracle, but assuming that he goes straight into Marine production from his 3 barracks, he actually will have a pretty hefty number of Marines ready to fight. He's going to go straight up to his 4th barracks at a reactor at a tech lab. No orbital command, though. Interesting. Interesting. The no orbital build. You know, Nathanias did this once on his stream. It's very easy to keep up. It's actually a way easier to keep up with building workers against Protoss if you skip the orbital. But mathematically speaking, it's not the worst thing in the world to delay your orbital a little bit until you're saturated, because mules really override normal saturation rules, right? So there's you know, you actually don't necessarily need to rush it. This poor stalker gets kind of caught though. Did he just walk up to the ramp like that on his own? You crazy bastard. I'm not 100% sure about that. But yeah, you were into that for like 2 weeks. I remember it was a fun time, honestly. The no orbital build, or like I didn't get my orbital until my bases were saturated, right? Because then at that point, it is the least damaging time to build an orbital. Because if you build an orbital command when you've got like 12 SCVs mining, right? Your next 2 workers that are going to mine forever rather than a temporary mule. Of course, the reason why it's still better to always get the orbital first is because it generates energy for free forever. So the earlier you get it, the more value you can get out of it over an infinitely long game. However, there are certain timings where you are weirdly better equipped to deal with attacks if you delay your orbital. I did discover that there were a few moments, actually kind of like this, where you just have a lot more SCVs in the event that you lost some. He did open with the bio, but he kind of went out onto the field. Vueman, what you doing, Vueman? Vueman? Nate, who you yelling at? Just yelling at my Vueman. Combat shield stim. No factory. Interesting choice of strategy here. So Oracle's kind of dancing around. Is this Oracle number 2? Yeah, he's coming in. Turn on your microwave. Turn on your microwave. And then the Marines with guns. The Marines, what is it? The C-14 Gauss rifle or Gauss rifle or whatever. In Control always loved describing the way that this weapon works because it's like a very popular gun in sci-fi. The Marines basically just shoot giant metal spikes. Someone's like, how do Marines kill a battlecruiser? I'm like, no, dude, they shoot, I think it was like 8mm big spikes, like just giant steel bolts, basically. Which honestly sounds really, really painful. But Marine guns are pretty good. What is this decal? Oh, that's the 20th anniversary. 20th. Oh, no, it's, yeah, 20 years of StarCraft. On the classic Marine skin actually looks really cool. Oh, Jesus. Well. Oof. I'm not sure he's going to get away with everything here. He doesn't. Okay, so he stims, but there's a shield battery, and most of his bio is trapped in stasis. I actually still don't think this is enough stalkers to kill everything here, though. I respect Vueman. Of course I respect Vueman. Look at him. He's playing great. Guys, it's 2020, all right? Everybody should respect Vueman. The Adept's going to die up front. This is such a weird way to do it, right? This is kind of like the I'm going to shove Marines down your throat until you die strategy. And you might be like, yo, wouldn't like Medivacs complement this a lot? But then you're like, you know what, dude? Having a few more Marines in this first attack is maybe what does the trick for him. No, it's not. All the Marines are going to die. He killed 3 probes this game. And despite going command center first, after the way everything went, he only lost 4 SCVs. He's got 24 workers. We have a Terran player that does not know how to build SCVs on our hands. He went command center first and is behind significantly. I mean, you can cry about Protoss all you want, but this TOS player is barely even using their chrono boost. This Terran player just literally doesn't know how to build SCVs, and that is a shame. I would like to transfer some of my SCV building ability to this gentleman because Nathanias, famously in Nation Wars, had a great game against Bly, where he was actually starting to get really far ahead, and then had a mini panic attack, and then my muscle memory kicked in, and I lost my ability to think because I was so stressed out because I realized that I was winning, and that actually just caused me to like mentally shut down because I'm like, a lot of people are watching, and I built 130 SCVs or some shit, and yeah, I lost, by the way. Yeah, turns out not having an army and then having such a strong adrenaline rush that you literally can't move is a good way to lose games. Sometimes I just build way too many SCVs. It's something almost every game that I play, I have to be very careful looking at that to make sure I don't build too many. Yeah, but look it up. I think it was on, what was it, Habitation Station or something? No, Vonnie Research Station. Nathanias versus Bly, Vonnie Research Station. There you go. I got so far ahead, I had a panic attack and lost because I realized that I wasn't supposed to win. And then I fulfilled my own prophecy. He's got another stasis ward over here. Perhaps he's going to try and get a trippity trip trap on him. It is possible. He could get stuck. One more time. He's only just now getting +1 attack. Protoss player has no forges. So, oh God. No, don't do it. No. Okay, well, there you go. Half of his army once again trapped in time. Thankfully, Protoss player built a bunch of stuff right in front of him for him to kill. And he's got 19 stalkers and 3 oracles, but no blink. Not even a Twilight Council. Protoss player. What are you doing? We got a Terran who doesn't build medevacs. A Protoss player who doesn't get upgrades. Now he's building Adepts. I mean, it is a lot of Marines, I guess. I feel like Zealots are cheaper and better at doing this type of stuff, but especially because they're blocking the stalkers that don't have blink from moving forward, but whatever. Oh my God, this is the ugliest. I'm going to puke. That's why you research blink, so you can just jump on them. You don't walk onto them. Oh my goodness. That was like watching my dog try to climb on top of my head while I'm sleeping. I love the little puppy. But yeah, no, it's so awkward. Like he puts a foot in my eyeball and then I'm like, oh, and then he's like, oh my God, what's wrong? And I'm like, you're wrong. You are wrong. Nate Lou in the chat. Look at this one hero. One man, one desire to kill. Yeah, he's dead. Let's move on. Still no upgrades, but that's okay. He's got a lot of stalkers. There is no way the Terran player wins this one. That's right, bitches. You got baited. Oh my God. Well, there you go. He baits one stasis. He's got the Ketrock third base going up. Unfortunately. Okay, great bait on another one. Can he get there in time to save it? Two. Oh, no. Well, if he had more SCVs there to repair, he could have done it. He needed to move in a little bit sooner. And then Protoss is going to recall. What are you going to do? He's got the Skittles army. Some of them are red, orange, yellow. None of them are green, though. Feels bad, man. Yeah, Mr. Terran player does not know how to build SCVs. It's an interesting strategy. This is a very interesting strategy. I actually really like making pushes before I have medevacs when I play Terran versus Protoss. Because 99% of the time, if the Protoss is scouting you, he's looking at like your production, and he's mostly looking at when your medevacs come out. Because most Protoss players, honestly, the majority of Protoss players, they're going to determine their builds and what they do if they have an observer in your base, pretty much based on when medevacs come out. Like the Protoss players are almost entirely always going to be thinking about when your medevacs are going to be coming out, because that's when they start to get worried about drops, getting attacked. So pushing before medevacs is not always a bad thing, because you can really catch Protoss off guard. Because what idiot would attack without medevacs? Well, as it turns out, that's usually when the Protoss is most vulnerable, is right before medevacs are ready. Weirdly enough. Obviously, there's some risk to it. But he's going to pull the boys. Choo choo. I don't have a choo choo sound effect. Oh my God, is he going to build it? No, 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 no. He didn't even try to kill the stick. I don't have a sad soundtrack because then this video will get me copy striked on YouTube. So I'm just going to say rip in Parmesan. What a garbage. Oh my God. You gotta be me. Wrong button. I pressed the echo button. Sorry, I love you.